Hey everybody. Welcome in, guys. We are going to do things a little bit different well, actually I want to try this out and see how it feels. So, I'm going to do everybody's individual weekly reading, okay? So, we're going to start with next week, September 14th through the 21st, and take a look and see what's going on for you guys. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Roles can be reversed. Um, but we're just going to see what's going on. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for the energy, especially because eclipse, because we're in eclipse season, right? So let's see what is coming up for you guys. I'm pulling from my Moonology oracle deck. All right, let's see. Boundaries. Boundaries. All right, and then we have forgiveness. Uh-oh. What's going on with this? I feel like some things are going to come up to the surface here. For some of you, you'll need to forgive yourself, and maybe you're putting parameters around forgiveness of yourself. And this doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else, but let me go ahead and clarify here with the tarot. Let's clarify boundaries. Mm, it's you. You're holding yourself back. You've created these boundaries around yourself. I think it's very interesting here, especially because I have the out of bounds moon. So it look, it's walking past the boundary. That boundary that you're keeping up, ignore my nails, I gotta go get them done here soon. That boundary that you're keeping up is actually keeping you from your victory. It holds you back. So the moon, this eclipse full moon is actually showing you areas of your life where you are either very fixed on what something that's black and white, yes or no, and sometimes those can create boundaries that don't allow you to continue blooming and growing. So that's something that you may need to think about this week coming up. Let's look at forgiveness. Forgiveness, full moon. Let's see. King of Cups in the reverse. There's something in relation to you separating your emotions from this particular situation. I don't know exactly what it is. The only thing I want to highlight here is that it is something that you could possibly have stuffed deep down and didn't want to really look at it because it is something that hurts you or something that did hurt you in the past. You felt as if you detached from that emotionally, that you wouldn't have to worry about it. However, the beautiful thing about the eclipse, the beautiful thing about Chiron, the beautiful thing about all of the transits that's happening right now is that it is bringing up shit. So the thing that you thought you were emotionally detached from, it is going to come to surface. It is very possible that it's coming to surface. I don't want to say it is, because that's too definite, and I don't like doing definite in tarot. But what I can say is, when it does come up, forgive yourself. This isn't about other people. This is about you and how you feel and your growth. So just keep that in mind when going through next week. Hell, going through this week, because some of that energy could also already be going on. Eclipse energy lasts for a long time. What is it, 6 months, I believe? So, once it's over, it doesn't mean it's over. Like, you're still going to have to deal with it. All right, so what can Aries expect next week? What's coming towards Aries? All right, you have 7 of Swords here, and you have 2 of Swords. Ooh, I don't like that. Huh. What is this in relation to? The moon. Dude, I swear. It's okay. I feel like we're having repeating messages. It's something that you have tried to ignore. You thought you were very strategic with ignoring it. Um, that ignoring is not it's not good enough. You cannot ignore it. You cannot sweep something under the rug. The elephant in the room is going to this moon is illuminating it. It is making it come to the surface. You're going to have to handle whatever those emotions are in relation to that, because you weren't as strategic as you thought. It is coming up. It is still affecting you in some way, shape, or form, even if you don't actually see it. So it has to be dealt with. All right, you got 10 of Pentacles here in the reverse, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, you may feel as though in the past, like the past energy is showing that you may have lost something, whether it's like you lost a job. Hell, for some of y'all, it could be like, I lost everything, because this is that card of I lost everything. So this could be materials, but it could also be just emotional. Like if you lost a loved one, if you lost like a relationship, whatever it is that you felt lost for, this is something that's in the past. The present energy is coming up as Knight of Pentacles. So even though in the past you lost something, I feel like there is that slow build momentum that is coming, kind of like snowball, where it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, granted, the Knight is the slowest moving knight, or the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. However, anything worth a damn is not going to be quick. You have to build. You have to build. I mean, shit, we got to build a human for 10 months. So why not something that's going to last for a long time? It's going to take some time. But I do feel like you guys are like, next week, you may start to notice that you're gaining your footage or your footing in relation to whatever that is. All right, give me more. All right, you got 9 of Wands here in the reverse, and you have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I do find this to be very interesting here. Yeah, okay. So I see something here in relation. I once again feel that this is you. There may have been some things. Once again, we're talking about this energy here, and I feel like we will be for a little while. But I feel like there's been some things here that has stunted your growth emotionally. And not saying that you are emotionally immature. You can still have emotional maturity and still need to grow. We all need to grow. I mean, that's why we get old. We're growing constantly. However, there is going to be something here that frees you up to be open to receiving that growth. Hopefully it looks hopefully it's in the form of something that's positive and not like struggle that makes you grow up. But I do feel like there is going to be something that assists with your maturity, like getting into a more mature Aries version of yourself. All right. What else? Okay, you have Devil here, followed by the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Please, 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 please. This is calling to the ones, all Aries, I guess. This is calling to the ones that don't like to really work with other people. You like to do shit on your own. This is a bad habit of ours. And we will get so fixated on doing shit ourselves that sometimes when that help comes in, that we almost feel like too ashamed to ask for it, or too ashamed to accept it, or it just feels uncomfortable. Maybe it's not shame, but it's an uncomfortableness. Yeah. Those feelings might arise next week. And it could be something as little as like, I don't know. If you're my height, I'm 5'1". I'm not that fucking tall. I cannot reach the ceiling. But the other day, I wanted to do something that I knew that I could not do. And I tried to do it anyway, knowing that I needed somebody with, a little bit more height. And I didn't want to wait. I ended up having to anyway. But that's that bad habit of wanting to build by yourself. Now, for some of you, this could even be you've gotten into this space of where I don't need anyone type of energy. It's a little bit different than I can do it myself, but it's the I don't need anyone. just watch out for that energy because it does feel like there is something that comes in. There's some sort of authentic offer that comes in that because you're not paying attention to it, you might miss out on it. So when there are people who want to extend some type of service to you, also be in intuition. Just make sure that you're paying attention to that because you don't want it to be like somebody trying to get one over on you. Um, However, I do feel like there is somebody that wants to come in. You have the Six of Cups here. Next week, you might be a little nostalgic, reminiscing about things from the past. Why is that? Oh, no. Hopefully, you're not reminiscing about things that you lost from the past. Either way, I do feel like you're still working towards attaining that again. I just feel like I don't know, there may be some sort of I don't know what the astrology looks like next week, but there may be there's something that triggers an emotion, a reaction, a thought that it might kind of make you think back to, oh, I used to have that, but I don't have that anymore. It's just thinking about something from the past. Now, what I can say though is let's say this is a job. Let's say I mean, this could be anything. This could be I used to be skinny, now I'm not so skinny. It could really be anything that you once had and you have no more. And you're just kind of thinking back to it. I do feel like what is for you is coming to you. You have the Six of Swords here in the reverse, followed by the Seven of Pentacles here. This is something that either A, you've worked really hard for, or B, once it comes back around, you'll work really hard to sustain it, to keep it. So I do see that there is some positivity there when it comes to receiving, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, stability in that area, whatever that is. All right, what else? All right, you have the Hierophant in the reverse and you have the Five of Cups. Is this the relationship that you're thinking of or that you're missing? It very well could be. For some of you, this may even be a person coming back around that once walked away or that maybe you walked away from. It just gives the feeling of like someone's missing the other person or missing the relationship, mourning the breakup of a relationship. Hmm. Now, also keep in mind, this could be somebody thinking and feeling this about you. It does not necessarily have to be this is how you're thinking about them, okay? All right, what else for next week? You got Seven of Wands and you have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, so I feel like you're going to be a little busy bee. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that you want to accomplish and you may have to tell some people no because you're active, you're being active, you're doing shit, you have things to do, and so you may have to put a boundary, geez, or a parameter around certain things. Like I feel like you're blocking out distractions because you have something in mind that you need to do and you don't want anybody to mess that up. All right, what else? All right, and you have the Temperance in the reverse and the Page of Wands. Some of you may, okay, so there's something that's new that has started for you. You've taken this new journey, but I feel like this energy of impatience. I mean, of course, right? You have the Temperance in the reverse and that Page of Wands. You're very impatient because you've started something you're very excited about. This could be a relationship, this could be a project, this could be fitness, this could be anything. Like you're like, I did 10 I did 10 crunches today. Where's my six pack? So it could be anything like that. Just keep in mind that it's not ready. There's something that still needs to cook. And so you need to give it time. Try to stay out of this impatient energy because just know that the reason why it hasn't shown up yet is because everything hasn't fully gotten into alignment and you're just starting out. So just allow that time. Okay. All right. Last little thing here. Okay, you got King of Cups and you have the Star card in the reverse. There's somebody that has some emotions for you here, but I don't feel like they're very optimistic about attaining you. High Priestess, they're keeping it quiet. Like these are emotions that they're not saying. It could be somebody who has Aquarius in their chart, could be Pisces as well, but they're not speaking on it. They're just kind of keeping this knowledge to themselves. So that way, yeah, but there's somebody who wants to offer you love. It's possibly somebody that you've broken up with, or you just don't see them the same way that they see you. However, you are missed and wanted. So, all right, that is what I got for Aries for the week of September 14th through the 21st. All right, until next time, you guys, take care.